Hello, this is Ocean D. Swagger, and some of you know who I am. I don't know how this is going to work. This is Mercury retrograde. I'm coming on earlier than usual. I don't know if somebody else is on right now that I know. If so, I'm really sorry. I looked at my announcements and I couldn't find anybody on, but that doesn't mean that nobody's on. So I have no idea how this is going to go, but if nothing else, I wanted to post, if nobody shows up this time, because this is not my usual time, I just wanted to very quickly say, we're coming up on Mercury retrograde like right tomorrow. It's the 13th. I want to remind you of that, not because you should be afraid or anything, but because things are going to work a little bit differently than normal. So I'm just alerting you to that fact. Oh, we got Drake in, and we've got Renee, and we've got Richard Elmore. Hello. Hi. I don't know if anybody else is on, one of my friends. If so, I hope they're not mad at me, but I couldn't find anybody else on. So I decided to go ahead and come on a little early, if you guys don't mind that. Hi, Lena from Pahoa on Hawaii Island. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Chris. I'm not overlapping anybody else's show, am I? Because if I'm not, that's cool. Oh, hey. So anyway, we've got a discussion, and it's going to be, once again, I'm going to let you guys decide what you want this to be about, because that was fun and I liked it. And besides, I get to be lazy then. Hi, Triva. How you doing? Is that how you say your name? And if anybody wants to be on, really let me know, because honestly, we have no problem getting you on if you want to come in. So no problem there. And actually, if you want to come in and say a bit, here is the link. Once again, as you know, I like to involve you in what happens. Not wearing a hat tonight. I thought I would rock this flowered headband / Covey mask, because I can pull this down and use it as a Covey mask. See? Isn't that wonderful? But if I do the broadcast like this, you're not going to hear very much. So we'll put it back up now. But yeah, that's how I get around that inconvenience. Anyway, if you want me to wear a hat, I'll put on a hat. I have a hat right here. Don't make me put on it. No, it's okay. Hey, and good. Oh, you do? Wonderful. I love them. That's what I like. Hey, so there's the old so-and-so right there. So much. Okay. Fade to black, but it's okay. Oh, well, yeah, you're never, yeah, you can listen to Fade to Black later. It's going to be on. And it's on a while, too, yeah. Okay, I get it. Hi, Renee. And Trevor. Hope I'm saying that right. This just in. Hey, Renee. He says, yes, he's very phonetic. So is very phonetic. Blue line. You know, it's just, I don't want to like tell you what to do, blue line, but you know, you could probably eliminate those blue lines if you didn't squeeze so hard. Maybe got something looser. But that's just a suggestion. Okay. So Triva. So I had it pretty much right. Close. I was very close. Triva. Okay. Yeah, bandanas from concerts there. That, you know, you don't have to be unstylish just because we're having COVID. Yeah, absolutely. I have a bunch of these. I've made a couple myself. And so, you know, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? I mean, I put out a few things on the table, but you can add a few more. This is like a giant potluck of paranormal. A paranormal potluck. Boy, that would be fun. Can you imagine if we had a paranormal potluck dinner, what that would look like? We got to do that one day, seriously. As interested as you guys are in food, me too. In food as well as a paranormal potluck. I'm kind of afraid of what might be in it though. I mean, you know, some people might take it kind of literally, and you know, I know that somebody would definitely have to bring ghost peppers, right? That would probably be Lewis. He's got a thing about ghost peppers. Oh, yeah, you know, that blue line wouldn't be there if they were a little looser. Yeah. Anyway, still on the spirit animal kick. Okay, well, that's pretty good to do too. So I could talk a little bit about that and what it is when I see. Okay, when I do a reading, I can do a reading psychically too without the cards. I can do them totally without the cards. It just depends. I got to be able in the right frame of mind. I got to be able to connect. But I just kind of put out my hand, and it's sort of like an antenna, and it's sort of like, and then I start seeing pictures. Now there is a spread for the cards called the medicine wheel spread. And I use that as a nice starting point when I do readings because it does talk about the different areas of your life. But a lot of times when I do that reading, I end up seeing more around you. And its position where I see it is what area of your life it has to do with. And if I was really more astrologically inclined, which right now I don't have all that memorized, probably I would be seeing things in the different pie charts of the houses and stuff astrologically. That may come on down the road, you know, but that would be another way to look at it. And this is all just your brain interpreting. I was connecting with you. Did you like it? Anyway, do the thing. Do your thing. Do your thing, baby. Function trumps fashion, and Trump's fashion, well, Trump doesn't have much of a fashion sense. His wife does, but not him. Anyway, what are the topics? Well, that's up to you guys. I'm totally leaving it up. I put some down. Mercury retrograde. Do you want me to talk a little bit about Mercury retrograde? Do you want me to talk about the ensuing chaos of 2 blue moons and Mercury retrograde in the same month of October when we're celebrating basically Pagan New Year? It was really cool because I saw you looking at your chair, but it was a negative look. Oh, really? You know what? Some people can connect back with me. It was interesting. I was talking to somebody and we were just going back and forth and back and forth, and I could tell that we were connected, and she said, why is this light? Why do I feel like there's a light shining right in my eye? I said, because I'm too lazy to get up and turn off that dang light. She said, oh my gosh, that's over at your place. I said, yeah. She says, well, that's really annoying. Will you turn that off? I'm kidding, Truth. I'm totally kidding. I would never, I would never do that. You would definitely know that I was, you know, it's strictly a joke. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, I have a standard joke, a psychic joke. This is the psychic joke. And you know, I was on the psychic fair circuit for about 3.5 years. before it drove me completely up the wall, because they would put you on these very narrow, gradually they were just slowly packing us in so that they could make more money, and they would put you on these little narrow tables all packed in together, and it got to be where I couldn't hardly read anybody without reading the person next to him, the person next to him. It was like I didn't know who I was reading after a while. It's like, I can't work like this. This is horrible. You know, it was like some kind of torture. And I'd come home and I'd be so exhausted. It was like afterwards, I was whipped and drained trying to figure out who was who, because everybody was just so packed in together. And I just had to quit. I had to quit. That's when I started doing individual readings and went out on my own. So that was some time ago. So really, you can really, this is what empaths don't realize. They could be feeling people from anywhere. They could be feeling the person they're talking or chatting with. They could be feeling the cat next door. They, you know, anything. You don't know. Sometimes, you know, it's like, why am I feeling that? It's really weird. Oh, it did not feel creepy. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I really, you know what? When I have the review, I don't want to cringe too much. I know there's a review coming after here, and I just don't want to cringe that much. I don't want to be a creep, okay? A nasty, mean. I don't want to feel that. Oh my gosh. Wow, but I am a busy shaman, and oh boy, have I kept busy this month, and I have a feeling it's going to be like that for the rest of the month. With Mercury retrograde, if you don't know about Mercury retrograde, please go see my video on Mercury retrograde, because honestly, paste that on this month and this year, and you'll see what I mean by I really foresee the rest of the rest of this month and in the next month and right around election time as being completely nuts, completely just crazy stuff. Right, left, front, center, back and forward, just, yeah. And so far, I have gotten way more work to do than usual. I mean, you know, like usually 1, 2, 3, you know, a day I'll maybe pass between. Now it's like every single day something comes up. And I kind of get tired in between it all. But I don't think she can see the last 3 chats. The last 3 chats, let's see. What were the, you know what, this thing, this chat thing does not really keep up with you very well. I've found that out. It can lag like nobody's business. And there's not really any kind of button I can do anything about it on this end. There is no way to change that. So sorry about that. If once again, okay. So if that's what's happening, I can't help it. Here, if you want to come on and you have a story to share about something, I click that link and that's all you got to do. It'll take you right here and it'll take you right in and we'll put you on. You seem to have 2 screens for Yard Stream. StreamYard. You have to have 2 screens for Yard Stream. No, it'll give me 2 screens. If you come in, it'll give me 2 of them. No, it's no problem. But here's the thing. When I do read cards, I will want you to see the cards, which means I will have to try and find some way to either put the camera down on where you can see the cards, or I will have to somehow sneak in here with another personality, you know, another ID, and have that camera and bring that in as guest. I'm thinking about this. This is during a Mercury retrograde. I don't know how that's going to work, but it could work. I don't know. I'm willing to try it. It could work. Who knows? And I'm going to be doing that, I think, probably I'll do that on a day, on a Monday. I will do it on a moon day. I will do it on maybe next moon day. Hey, okay, this really is Duke. Okay. Right. No, I don't want to call him. Mind if I call you Carrie? No, I'm kidding. I accidentally, Duke, I accidentally called Carrie Duke. I did. It just, I wasn't thinking. I just saw the Bigfoot. You know, I don't have that trouble with Blue Line. Hints en français. No French in these COVID times. No Frenching. StreamYard. You have to watch YouTube, and I have used my phone for recording, and the computer is for reading the text. Watch the YouTube, and I don't understand that, Truth, but if that's what you have to do, that's what you got to do. Phone for recording. Okay. This is what she says. I'm not sure what that means, but if any of you understand that, it sounds complicated. StreamYard's pretty uncomplicated, I have to say. That's why I can do it. If it's complicated, you wouldn't get me on it. 2 spoon. 2 spoon. Hey, Les, how you doing? How you doing? Well, everybody's filing in anyway. You know what? If it's going to be like that, I think I may, if it's okay with you guys, if you think you'd like it to be, would you guys like me to come on Monday at 10? Which would be now an hour earlier than this. Would that, hey, Strange, how you doing? And your real name's Todd, right? Oh, and use comments on the computer. Okay. Because you know what I find? I can't comment on people's videos on my PC. I don't know what the heck is wrong. I go and I see people's videos and there's no way for me to make comments. It just, there's no button, there's no nothing. I have to use my phone to come in and make comments. Not to chat, but to make comments on your videos. It's really frustrating. I should fix that. So, Todd, I don't know. Did anybody watch ever watch the Talking Kitty Cat videos? Because that was one of my favorite. This guy had Talking Kitty Cat videos where he made it look like his cat was talking. And really what he was just doing was his cat would be probably meowing or something. And he would be instead blanking that out and filling in the words and making up a story around it. And it was really funny. And there was this character in that was Todd. And he was like the scary guy that the cat belonged to before he belonged to the current owner. So, you know, it was like, Todd. So that's what I think of every time I hear Todd now. I don't know why. But if you haven't seen the Talking Kitty Cat and you need to laugh, please do that. Please go see that. The fellow, unfortunately, the fellow that did them is gone now, is deceased. But the videos are still up as far as I know, and they're still very funny, and they still cheer me up. Keep trying to update your video. You mean like it's buffering and buffering and buffering? Hi, Elaine. How are you doing, sweetheart? How are you doing? Oh, Strange has seen them. Yeah, they're pretty funny. You know what? When I get depressed, that's one of the things I turn to is it's so wonderful to be able to just get on YouTube and watch silly animal videos and just funny stuff until I feel better. And, you know, I recommend it. So, what are we talking about tonight? You guys, remember, you guys set the subject. Chris is wanting to talk about spirit animals more. Well, when I talk about spirit animals, I can't get by without talking about how some of the funnier. I guess we've had some pretty funny incidents with spirit animals. A lot of times, people don't realize that they are their spirit animals, trying to get in touch with them, and they ignore them. Like the woman who was meditating to find her spirit animal, but couldn't do it because a butterfly kept bothering her. That was pretty funny. But yeah, usually your spirit animal has been trying to get in touch with you all this time. Now, when I'm doing a reading, usually the right hand, which would probably be different from how you're looking at it, the right hand one that I see on your right is usually somebody you know who's close to you, and it has to do with usually business, and or it's a male entity. It has something to do with the right, and right is usually considered male somehow, and usually that is a more physical thing, whereas if it's left, it's more feminine and an emotional thing. So a lot of times, and close to your heart. So if I see something and it's like on your left and close to your heart, that's a loved one of yours. If I see someone standing behind you, behind your left or right shoulder, that's probably someone who is deceased, because that's usually where they stand, is right behind your left or right shoulder. And usually they pick a shoulder depending on whether it's male or female. I think the right is the male and the left is female parent. I'm not reading anybody right now. I'm just talking about what happens during a reading. Does anybody want me to attempt a distance reading? I bet you do. Yes, you have a bear. A bear is very common. Yep. Dragons have been trying to get a hold of me for 40 years. Yep, I bet they are. I have no idea about my spirit animal. Okay. So, who wants to go first? I will do a live reading. And we'll do a live one psychically without the cards. Okay. You. Well, Jarvis said first. Okay. Okay. Well, and he's been bugging me, so I have to do him. Yeah, I have to do that. Jarvis has been bugging me. And then Truth, I think, was next, and then Less. So, or Strange. Yeah, Strange. Okay, I'll try and take you in order. Okay, everybody wants one. I can't do very long ones, though, with only 2 hours stream. But yeah, I'll do, let's see, Chris. Okay. And let me get my okay. Okay, I'm asking for the highest and best guidance only to let me see. Chris wants to know about dragons. Do they have anything? Does he have a dragon? I think he does. And what do you want to say to Chris? Chris Jarvis. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I see gathering mist behind you. He is coming in over your left shoulder, so that's actually a she. This is a female. This is a female dragon. And it's kind of a strange, it's a dark color. That doesn't mean it's evil. That just means it's a different shade, but it's a dark shade. It's not like a red dragon or a green dragon, or it's more like a, I'm trying to get a real close look at the color. It's almost like a blue purple, almost an indigo. I think it's kind of an indigo color. At least that's the way it looks, and it has all this smoke and mist around it. It's really magical looking. And do you have a message for Chris? Whoa. Well, I'm getting something, but I feel like I'm being lifted almost off the ground and taken somewhere. I feel like I'm being lifted up like I'm being grabbed and lifted up, and he's flying off with me somewhere. That's really weird. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful dragon. And the fact that he's like taking me with him somewhere, and I'm hearing time for tutelage. Time for your tutelage. That's you. You. And now I'm way up on a mountain somewhere. There's this cliff. There's all this. I'm looking down. It's a very craggy place. He's very. This is all about stone and mountains and heights. And the terrain is kind of craggy and rocky. And it's very solid. And I know you're a Pisces, so this is not very comfortable for you. And that may be why you have had trouble thinking that this is your dragon. He is very solid. He is stone. He's like stone. Not a cruel or evil guy or girl. I'm sorry, ma'am. It's hard. You have a booming voice, so, you know, seeing you as being female is very difficult for me. You have a very deep voice, so I'm not used to it yet. But really, you're going to get some more solid lessons. You're going to get some more solidity under your feet, so to speak, metaphorically. This dragon wants to take you to the heights and wants you to receive instruction so that you can finally become who you need to become again. It's time for you to be who you are again. Who you are again. Interesting. So I'm overlooking this valley. There's all kinds of mist and stuff in the valley. This dragon is very shiny. It's like he has silicone or something, and his scales are very shiny. Wow, he is a beautiful, she is, I'm so sorry. She is a beautiful dragon. She is really a beautiful indigo dragon. And is also wanting to get in touch with you too. And is going to start coming to you in different ways, probably in your dreams. If you are to meditate, be aware that this may come up. protect yourself, of course, and don't let anything else come in. But realize that this one may be coming to you in your meditations or in your dreams. May not look like a dragon, though. You know, they can change shape. So, yeah. This is very interesting. It's a beautiful, I mean, it's weirdly beautiful. It's alien looking here. It's very craggy. It's very sharp. Everything is kind of sharp and crystalline looking. You know, it almost reminds me of those moon rocks we used to make in the little you know, fish bowls with those pellets that you'd put in the water in it, or crystals or something. It kind of almost is that strange looking. So, yeah, it's very magical looking place. So this is the solidity you need, because you need a balance. And so this dragon is also then of air and also of earth, which may be why it's a in-between color. This indigo sort of color is because it's very earthy, but it's also air. So it's going to help balance you. You'll be more balanced with instruction from this dragon. Let me see what we're talking about. Boy, do I feel weird. I really feel like I'm up high somewhere, and I'm tingly all over. I really like your dragon. Your dragon is cool. Is really, really cool. Did you have a name? You mentioned a name back here. Did you? Did somebody mention a name? Yeah, dragons are not necessarily. Oh, your chest popped? Yeah. Okay. My nickname is Dragon. Oh. Yeah. Oh, Truth, are you seeing the dragon too? Yeah. Falcor. Is that what you call your dragon? And Truth says, we are changing from water to air. It is the same feeling. She is gentle and kind and so beautiful, and you make her into what you feel is comfortable. She is part of the oldest wisdom. Well, it sounds like Truth is giving some reading too here. I take care of my dragons. They come to me after battles. Yes, they do. And they need love too. Dragons need love too. And they are very, very emotional creatures. I mean, you know, they try to be depicted as being these, you know, very, well, like they try and depict everything. They try and depict everything like it's some kind of a beast. This is a sentient being. This is absolutely a sentient thinking being. This is not an animal, like as in some, you know, something that this is, I don't know how to describe it. Boy, I'm really tripping all over myself. This is a sentient being. This is a very interesting sentient being. I may have to draw this one. Well, thank you. No, no, you didn't. You didn't step on my toes. No, that's why I'm saying this is your stream too. I love including you guys because it is so cool. And yeah, this dragon is going to bring you some saying it's time for your tutelage. You need to start learning things. It's high time and past time. And some things that you gave up on are going to be coming back around again. Some dreams, ideas that you gave up on. They're going to be coming back around, but you have to have the right attitude in order to utilize them. And so that's what you have to work on, is developing the right attitude, or you will let them pass you by and not even know that they are there. Well, is that it for now? Yes. Well, I can feel you are a very kind and wise being, and you may visit me if you like. You may visit me if you like, as long as you are a good creature. Oh, Truth is saying, you don't really want to mess with the energies tonight. Okay, that's fine. But yeah. So who is next? Who is next? Trying to... Strange Land, I think, was next, right? Strange. Okay, Strange. Let me see. Right away. A cat. A spotted cat. I'm trying to decide, is it a cheetah? Is it a leopard? Is it a jaguar? I think it is a leopard. And that came in like phew, that fast. That doesn't mean that it's your only animal. That just means it's the one that wants to talk to you. And I think it's a leopard. And it says it's there to teach you lessons of independent thinking, because of it has to do with independent thinking, being able to balance, because cats are magnificent at balancing, and stealth, courage and stealth. And being able to see through the darkness. And it's there to help you with those things when you need it. It's there to help you with that. And if you ever need to call on those things, you may call on the leopard for help. And it's a very strong, strong animal. Strong personality, but gentle with you. It's been very gentle with you. Kind of treats you like a kitten, like one of its kittens. I think this may also be a female. That's cool, because we don't always, a lot of times we get male animals, but we're getting females tonight. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to be kind of limited on what animals, how many animals I do for you, because it's going to take a long time. But I also see up there, honestly, you've got an eagle in the north, very high up. So eagle would also is one of the symbols of Scorpio. And it also means lofty goals and ideas, and seeing things from a higher perspective. And that's the message it gives to you when you need to see things from a higher perspective and you have loftier goals. Then call upon the eagle. Let's move over here. Well, that's interesting. There's a wolf over here. This, first I want to see this eagle. See, this eagle is in the place of the wisdom. This is the wisdom. When you need wisdom, that's who you need to get in touch with, is the eagle. It's in the place of wisdom and ancestors. Over here, there's a wolf, and he is a he. Okay, this one is a he. And this one, it's hunting. It helps you find things. It helps you track things. When you need to find, it's hunting prey. When you need to find something, business, money, new friends, whatever it is you're finding, this will help you on the trail of it. Find the trail. Usually business-wise, it can help you in business find things that you need to find, like a job or maybe something else you need, or customers if you are in business, that kind of thing. Down here, oh, this is weird and I'm not sure what it means, but down in the south, in the direction of children and play, and you've got a penguin, of all things. And this is the first time I've ever seen a penguin come up as an animal. And the penguin is playfulness. They do like to play a lot. They really do. They spend a lot of time playing, really. So, and you might actually get some joy from watching silly penguin videos. I don't know. But they can deal with cold weather and ice and everything. But yeah, this is like childlike and fun. And I see them just playing on the slides, like on the ice, like sliding around on the ice and sliding into the water and then coming back up and sliding into the water again and just having a wonderful time. And so this is the one to help you play and help you relax and help you have some joy in your life and just fun in your life. That will be the penguin. And I suppose if you want to get in touch with penguin, maybe you could wear a tuxedo once in a while. I'm just kidding. Let me see. I'm only going to do one more for you, then I got to go on to somebody else. I'm going to do one more. Okay. That one's misty and it's not coming in right now. I think I have to stop right now. At this point, if you want a further reading, get in touch with me later on and we'll schedule something. But this one is just not coming in. You have a few more that I can find eventually, but I think I'm getting told that we got to move along now, and that will come in later, because sometimes I have to pass one by and let it come in, and then I go on around, but it takes quite a while sometimes, like, you know, it would be half an hour or something sometimes to do a reading. So anyway, did that help you any, Strange? Did that, or Did that help you any, Todd? Let's see, who is the next one? Who is the next one? Elaine is next? Okay. Well, I'm glad. Now you have something to look up. And what I would say is look up what these animals do and what they're like, what their habits are, and that will help you connect with them. And Ted Andrews had a wonderful book, and I knew Ted Andrews. He's gone now. He's passed on, but he did a good one called Animal Speaks. And then there's also Jamie Sams, her animal medicine cards. And she talks about animals and their habits. And then there's, there's a bunch of them now. But even if you go into the kids section, it will tell you the interesting things about animals instead of the boring things about animals. So I would recommend, look it up in some kids literature, because they're there to like engage the imagination. So if you want to find out more about that animal and what attributes you can call on with that animal, that's a good way to go. Okay. Yeah, Chris will have to do a little bit more with that, but your dragon is still here. Just decided to camp out behind me. Or behind you, maybe. But it seems like it's here too. I don't know. Maybe it took you up. I don't know what's going on here. It's really interesting. I'm not sure about some of this, but I appear to be on a mountaintop somewhere, on a misty mountaintop right now. So that's cool. Jamie Sams, the animal medicine cards. Bomber, hello, sweetie. Hello, sweetie, how you doing? That's my girl. Elaine, okay, Elaine. Okay, Elaine. Elaine. The crow. A blackbird. I think it's a crow or a raven. I'm trying to decide which. It seems like it has a bluish sheen, but it's a blackbird. That's the first one that comes up. And messages from spirit, but it helps you, this bird, it's either a crow or a raven. I think it's a raven though. Helps you with your, no, it's crow. The crow helps you with your shadow side. You are going through a time when you will probably be confronting your shadow side. When that happens, you need to meet it and not be afraid. And this bird will help you meet it and not be afraid. Just remember, as you clear that up, things will get better for you. We all must deal with our shadow side. And you've got help. And that is, you can look up more about the shadow, but really the dark and gloomy things that come up is your shadow. The things you don't want to look at are your shadow. But you need to heal it. And of course, you will have many around you who will help you. You have many around you who watch over you, including the bartender. Did truth take off? Hi, well, night truth. Okay, I'm kind of in a weird spot right now, so I might say hi when I mean bye. It's just a little Heyoka there. Oh, ravens have a blue-black? Maybe it's a raven. Whatever this bird is. Well, I was saying shadow because it's talking about shadows, and usually that's associated with crow. But it might be a raven, and they're actually, depending on who you talk to, they're almost the same bird. And I think the only thing that changes there is the size. I mean, I think one of them is larger than the other, and that's the only major difference. Although Jamie Sams makes a difference between the crow and the raven, because the raven is about magic. And that's coming into your life too, more and more. You're going to have lessons about magic coming into your life too. Maybe it's both. Maybe it represents both. Yes, truth is obviously a seer too. Yes. Yeah, crows and ravens. Well, crows, I know that crows, they've done studies with crows. Crows can solve puzzles 3 levels deep, which is pretty deep. That's primate level. That's at least primate level. That's like up there with primates and dolphins and other creatures like that. So they're a very smart bird. And they're practically, I'm pretty sure somebody told me they're practically the same species. So really, doesn't matter which one it is. They're very, very intelligent. Corvids. I don't know what a corvid is, but is that what a crow or a raven is? I'm not that good on that kind of thing. Is that the genus or something? Okay. So, Elaine, that's what you're going to be dealing with, but there's no need to fear because you have many around you taking care of you and watching out for you. Over here, let's see if we're getting anything over here. Over here is a butterfly. And a butterfly helps you to lighten up, helps you to sip the sweetness. The butterfly helps you to think less weighty thoughts and show your colors. And when you need that, creativity helps you with all those things. So when you need help with that, call on butterfly. Yep, there's definitely a raccoon down here, down on the bottom, in your playful direction, your inner child direction. Well, they called him Apache, the little bandit, because they would steal grain and stuff. But they are very smart little creatures, and they have thumbs, and they're great lock pickers. And I mean, they can get into and out of things. They really are. They can be aggressive, though. But they know how to use our sewers it's like an underground highway for them. It's like a super highway. They come up out of the sewers and do whatever they want, and they go back down, and then the dogs can't get them. They're smart animals. They're very communal, And like I'm sure you're aware, they like to wash their food. They like clean food, and they do take care of everybody in their tribe. They do share food. So there's this idea of community with them. But they are opportunistic as well. The flip side of that is opportunists and people taking advantage of any situation. So if you need, and it is a trickster animal, so if you need help with that, you can call on your raccoon, and that raccoon will help you know what's going on with that. Will either help you be the trickster or understand what the trickster is doing or spot the trickster who's trying to trick you. So, but it may also trick you into learning something. And you must be open to that too. And realize that you are dealing with a trickster animal. But it is very playful. So, you know, nothing to be afraid of. Just it is tricky. It's a tricky little guy. Okay. And very cute too. Very cute. Is there anything over? Am I getting anything over here? It's funny. This direction is just not opening up tonight. This is the second time this direction is not opening. I don't know why. Maybe we're only supposed to read 3 animals per person. It is a magical number. Maybe we're only reading 3 for each of you. That could be it. Is Annie in here? Oh, truth. Well, it's my honor. Yes, Cardinals and Blue Jays are also part of that family. And really, if you have a Blue Jay, you are a talker. Yeah, Blue Jays are talkers, let me tell you. But yeah, they are in the crow family. I don't know about cardinals. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, COVID. Interesting. Isn't that? Oh, your dragon has both organs, and you know, maybe that's why I'm having trouble with this. Maybe this is a male-female dragon. Maybe your dragon also has both. Because my dragon is like that too, but some people have a definitely male dragon and some people have a definitely female. But it seemed to want to convey like it was female, which may just be the message it was trying to give you. Corvid. Hey, Annie is here. Hello, Annie. Hello, Kim. Ken. Yeah, you know what? I'm seeing, yeah. Elaine, did that help? If you want more of that, get in touch with me and we'll talk more about it. If any of you want a longer reading or more information, once again, you know, there are books you can look into, or you can get in touch with me on MeWe and ask me. Please come into MeWe and look me up and ask me. And my group is the Ohio Woo Crew. And you're welcome there to chat all you want. You can chat all you want, and they don't data mine there. Yeah, I love them too. Yep, they are smart birds. You know what? It's very funny too, because we had a tree full of them. Somebody had died in my building and we didn't know it yet, but they knew, and they filled up a tree. It was a whole tree full of crows. We're sitting there going, what the heck is going on? And sure enough, not long after that, they were pulling a deceased person out of one of the apartments. The crows knew. He'd been there a while. They could tell. So crows help you, of course, deal with issues like death. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, MeWe.com. Richard. Okay, Richard, that's right. You did come in. Okay, who is after Elaine? Who's next? Who's next? Yeah. Yeah, well, I get a lot of strength from this dragon, and he wants to just hang around a little bit. I don't know if he's your personal dragon, but or she, he, she, maybe it is both. Maybe that's what's so confusing about it. But that's okay, because, yeah, my dragon is too. I have a kind of a purplish one too. That's interesting. It's kind of a, it's lighter color though. Bomber's turn. Okay, Bomber goes next. Okay. Okay, Bomber. Yeah, you definitely have crows around you for sure. Your corvids. They heard you, they came. Let me see. Make sure that's what wants to talk to you right now. Yeah, it's like there is one coming down here, landing, like perching and settling and just looking at me. Like, well, what do you want me to say? What is your message? It's interesting. It's just sitting there silently watching me, looking at me. Maybe that's part of the message. Silence and looking around and honing your powers of observation. It wants to help you hone your powers of observation. Sometimes you kind of let things get by you. You don't notice. Crow can help you notice more what's going on, and also, once again, helping you deal with issues of the shadow self and issues like death and other of the more dark things that people want to avoid, but you can't avoid them forever. Eventually these happen. And considering that you did have a death in the family, this is very appropriate. It's a very appropriate bird, very appropriate animal to be with you right now and want to help you. So once again, also, it would be things like that this animal, but mostly it's just silent and it wants you to look and observe a lot, do a lot of observing and not much talking about things. but more observing. And you will learn a lot from your observation. I'm not sure exactly what this is attached to, as in what situation that it wants you to do that. But I think it's one that's ongoing right now. Some situation that you are in right now, probably. That's what it looks like to me. So a lot more observing than talking in that situation. A lot more paying attention. And then it flies off. That's it. That is the message from that one. Let's see if there's one over here. A dolphin, of all things. You've got a dolphin over here. And it's not down in the direction of play, but you know what? It wants you to play more. Just play something silly. Okay? But this dolphin, what is your message? Interesting. You're using your sonar to find things, which is kind of like saying find things without the usual, not in the usual way, not using your eyes to find things. It's in a different way. It's something you hear, you perceive. They have a special organ to perceive the sonar that may have some kind of a speaking to your gifts too. This may be talking about a gift where you perceive things in a non-standard way, and I think it is. I think that is what it's saying. It's like you have a gift where you perceive things in a non-standard way, but we know that already. You have a great affinity with animals. You just need to have a little bit more fun with it. You need to have a little bit more fun with what you do, not so serious. You need to be a little less, and I know you say you're not very responsible, but the truth is, in your heart, you're very responsible. You feel responsible a lot. That's the truth. And you try to kind of pass it off as, oh, I'm so irresponsible. But no, you feel like it's your job to make people better because you're an empath and it hurts you. So you need to really make sure that every day, so you don't get too depressed, you do something that makes you laugh so that you don't get too down. And that's a very unusual place to have the dolphin, by the way. And your breathing. Something about your breathing. Okay, doing breathing techniques would help you clear your head and tune in your gifts. There are breathing techniques that would help you, Bummer. And it can teach you. It can help you find that information. Okay, let's see what's down here. Turtle. Yeah. Oh, speaking of breathing. Turtle is down here. Turtle is a symbol of Mother Earth, for one thing, because they call this place Turtle Island. But it's down here in the direction of plate where you'd expect a dolphin, but no, it was over here. Down here is a turtle. It's talking about love. And it says, love, you must take it slow and steady. Remember the story about turtles. Slow and steady wins the race. And when it comes to love, don't do anything fast. Take it very slow. And let it come, if things come in its own time. Don't try to rush anything. When turtle shows up, that means take it slow. And this is a matter of the heart somehow. This is love and romance right here. Take it slow. Just let it evolve naturally. Don't try to push anything. Just let it go. And it will gradually make its way that it needs, however it needs to make its way. Your relationships will improve if you just let things go at their own speed. And that's really across the board, not just love, but, you know, and romance, but also all your relationships. Because you kind of have a tendency to jump into things, which is a wonderful trait in a way, really. I mean, you can like instantly love people and show love to them, which is a wonderful trait. But as far as letting a relationship evolve, you have to learn that, letting it evolve. So, and move at its own speed, letting things move at their own speed. Okay, that seems to be, and is there anything over here? Actually, you get a bonus, ding, ding, ding. Bomber gets a bonus, fourth one. I think something's trying to come in over here. Well, this is very interesting. It is another bird, and it's in the direction of goals. It is talking about goals, goal setting, goals and dreams. In your dreams. And this bird, it changes from white to blue to white to blue. So sometimes it looks like a dove and sometimes it looks like a bluebird. It's very interesting. I'm not sure what to make of that, but I know there's such a thing as a bluebird of happiness. And I also know that there is such thing as dove of peace. It might be telling you that in your future, or that your goals are finally peace, finally feeling at home, finally feeling at peace. I believe it is a dove that's flashing that blue to give you the impression, to give you the message that things can be a lot happier, that you can find peace, you can find happiness. It's not out of your reach. And water is involved with this. Okay, it's kind of interesting because this is an air animal, and yet it's in the direction of water. And that is also the direction of the West and the direction of your goals and dreams. I think you're going to dream, have interesting dreams, helping you to understand how to find your peace and your happiness. I think it's going to probably come through dream work. So get a dream journal and start writing them down, please, if you want to participate in that. And I would suggest that you do, because it seems to want to work with you. So, and it says there's a lot of things we're going to have to clear away. There's so much debris that we have to clear away. But if we do that, you will finally find peace and you will finally find happiness and contentment. That's wonderful. That is a wonderful message. Boy, I'm happy to hear that. I am so happy. Yes. Okay. How's that, Bomber? And if you need to know more, there is a few deeper I can go. If so, please get in touch with me if you'd like to know more. And you know where to find me, obviously. Oh, and you're saying, yeah. Well, look at this. I had my eyes closed. And she's talking about special connection with turtles. Okay. Yeah, be part of the ocean. Yeah. Yeah, Marie. Hello, Marie. How are you doing, my sweetie? My sweet sister. There. That's what she says. Sense of freedom with them and want to go to the ocean and be part of the ocean. I love rain too. I really do. Hello, Annie. How are you doing? Now I get to say it. Annie, are you okay? We're doing psychic animal readings without the cards, which is probably why the cards are hiding, is because I'm supposed to do them psychically first. Then I'll show you the cards when they show up, and they probably will. I'm betting it's a Mercury retrograde. Weird stuff happens for me during Mercury retrogrades. I'll probably find them during this period after I've already given you readings psychically. Just keeping me on my toes, probably. I'm glad, because you really gave a great performance last night. That was wonderful. I'm looking for a third night to come on because I just can't stop. I love you guys. I learned so much too with you. You help me learn more too. Les is next. Okay, Chris. Let's see. Let me finish reading Bomber here for a minute. Connection to orcas. A member of the dolphin family. Yes. There you go. They show up in dreams. Oh yeah, that would fit. Because in the cards, it's a dolphin, but orcas are in that family. So, well, that's interesting, isn't it? Guess I nailed that pretty well. Pretty close. Pretty close. Okay. Wolves are the teacher, by the way. Wolves teach you things. Wolves can be, in fact, sometimes you will see a wolf on the way to seeing another animal. And the wolf is saying, this is going to be your teacher now. Okay, let me see. Les is next. So Les, you want a reading? Thank you, love. Les, you asked for a reading? Is Les still here? Or is he distracted? Maybe a little distracted right now. Okay, hang on. Okay, just put yourself in a kind of a meditative state, Les. I'm having trouble tuning you in. Just kind of calm down, sit down somewhere, relax. Let me see if I can tune you in. Having a little trouble tuning you in. It's not coming like boom right away like everybody else's. It's coming in kind of foggy and slow. So that's not necessarily your fault, but it helps if you're in a calm state while I'm trying to do this. It's something greenish, but I can't tell what it is. Oh no, here we go again. They're going to make me figure it out. I had to do this another time too. I had to do this with Chris on one of his. Oh boy, what are you going to make me figure out now? What is this thing? What is this? What is this? What is this? And it's also interesting. Here we go with the mist thing again. It's in the mists. It's real misty. It is another dragon. It is another dragon. It has a kind of a greenish moss green. Not bright green, but more mossy sheen to it. And it's also shrouded in mist, and I think you kind of already know this one. I think you've already made contact with this one. Do you have a particular message? Once again, it's in the place of wisdom. And there is a sense of loftiness, of higher learning, higher thoughts, higher vibration. But it's a very earthy feeling, almost like the plants feel. It's a kind of a dragon. Yeah. And it's not a typical kind of dragon. It's very earthy. Although it's lofty ideals, and it's a very earthy, plant-like feeling from this guy. And wants you to spend time in nature. So the plants have a lot to teach you. You need to get to know the plants very well. There are some that really want to talk to you, that really want to teach you things. The trees especially. You need to sit out among the trees and listen to the trees. That's what he wants you to do. And you'll get more messages that way. Yeah, I would say like a forest dragon. Yeah, a forest dragon. Because he's a kind of, the colors on him are kind of like pine needles and moss and lichen. It's a sort of a softer green, not a bright green. It's a, yeah, it's a forest dragon. I love this dragon too, but then again, I love dragons. This is a very nice guy. Yes. Okay. A lovely Oh, herbs, herbal. I'm getting smells of all kinds of herbs, including the herb, but just herbal smells. Maybe you're supposed to look into herbal stuff, or maybe herbal cures, or herbal medicine, or maybe just season your food better. I don't know. Yeah, it's beautiful though where he is. He is in a beautiful misty forest. This dragon's in a beautiful misty forest and has a burrow, like a cave, but it's all bedded with pine needles, soft pine needles. Interesting. I think you're also supposed to be looking up or finding out what pine means to you, because in at least one belief system, pine is peace. But they are an evergreen. They never lose their color. They stay green all year. So they're different from a deciduous tree. They're really an older tree than the deciduous ones that lose their leaves. So it's a more ancient energy. And pines, it's funny because their needles will kind of prick you. However, once they start getting on the ground and start drying out, and they can get very soft. And when you walk on them or lie down in them, they can make a very soft bed. Kind of interesting. And maybe the scent of pine would help you get more in touch with that too, and the sense of the forest. Okay, is there anything over here? Okay, you're kidding me, right? Hang on. You don't seriously? Once again, you need to laugh more. You don't laugh enough. And you know who's telling me this? One of your animal, and it's a canary. It's a canary. And I swear to goodness, it looks like Tweety Bird. I'm there going, are you serious? It's talking to me in Tweety Bird's voice. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Aren't you? It's like, no, that's the point. That's the point. He needs to laugh more. He doesn't laugh enough. Doggone it, what do I have to do to get you to laugh and sing? What do I have to do? Canaries can sing beautifully. Yeah. And, that's not a very macho animal, but it's one that's going to help you get your happy back if you let it. And don't be afraid to sing in the shower or sing wherever you sing. Okay? Little canary will help you do that and be funny. And it's a funny canary bird. Gosh, this is so weird. Every now and then this happens. They do something like this to me. They spring something on this. But remember, it's the message. It's like messages coming in your brain, interpretate. That is not a word. Interprets it. And, so right now it's giving me the idea of happy, funny, and you know, not so serious, and laugh more and sing more, and sing. If you don't sing now, sing a little bit. You don't have to do it in front of anybody if you don't want to, but you can't. You don't feel that you can sing. He thinks you can. He says you don't have to sing for anybody else. You can just hum along. But there's something about music, and it wants you to pay attention to that, and once again, have more fun. I would say put on some funny videos at least once a day. Once again, my prescription for a lot of you will be put on some funny videos at least once a day and spend a good 15 minutes or so laughing, and bring yourself up that way, and get out of the seriousness, because right now we're coming into some very serious times, and you're going to need to do that. So, is there anything else? He doesn't want to sing. He doesn't think he can sing. So the important thing is to laugh then. Portable tree is in here. Hi there. Okay, let me see. But you know what? This is funny. If you can talk, you can sing. So even if you just are doing something silly in the shower, singing in the shower to nobody, might be good to exercise your vocal cords. Well, this is different. Liz, you are a character. You know that? You are a character. Really, this is very unusual. I don't get these too often. Hi there. Yeah, opera, sing while you're back. That will cover it off. Cover it all. You are quite a character, Les. You really are. And you're quirky, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. What's down here? Quirky can be fun too, you know. I'm having trouble seeing it. There's fire, and I'm seeing fire down here, which is where fire does go, but I'm looking for an animal. Instead, I'm getting an element. I think it says, I think it's trying to say, there's a fire elemental wanting to get in touch with you. In which case, this thing is is that what you are? Yeah. It's a fire elemental. Well, that's different. That's really different. Wow. There's a name for it, too. It's like a little lizard. What do they call that? I can't come up with a name right now. I'm too spacey right now to come up with a name. But it's a little, like a fire lizard. And fire is about making decisions, striking while the iron's hot, Energy, definitely about energy management. And fire energy is about staying warm, of course. How you can turn up and down your own thermostat, your inner thermostat. It would like it if in your meditations you would use candles. It likes candles. It'll probably come play in the candles or in the fire. If you light a fire, if you have a campfire, it'll come play in the campfire and speak with you that way. As you meditate on candles or meditate looking into a fire, it will come and speak with you and give you the messages. That's how you connect with it. There's a name for this, and I can't think of the name. Chris, can you think of the name? It's the little lizard, the little fire lizard, the little lizard associated with fire, but they call a real animal that too. Help me out. Yeah. Salamander. That's what it is. It's a salamander. That's the word I was trying to come up with. Bingo again, Jarvis. Bingo. See how good you are? You're good. Yeah. Salamander. That's what it is. It enjoys watching you too. It enjoys playing with you. So, please do light something safely, please, and stare into it and do your meditations like that. And you'll get a lot of messages because this little salamander wants to play with you. Just be careful because other fiery things can happen. If you just leave it open and let it run, you know, you don't want your salamander running wild or anything, but, you know, you don't want to leave that, you know, going. You want to be sure you close the session when it's over because they are powerful. It's a powerful elemental creature. Well, great. Now you've got a mythical creature, supposedly mythical creature, except we know that mythical creatures exist, so they're not really so mythical. Okay, so there you go. And I'm getting, once again, you have your 3, and if you need more and if you want more for the other directions and the other areas of your life, please get in touch with me and we'll set something up. Okay. Who's next? Mexican walking fish. Wow, that's different. Wow, Mexican walking fish. Interesting. They are cute. Yeah, they are cute. Might even want to have a little salamander as a pet. Maybe that would be a good idea. If they're so cute, maybe you could have one as a pet. Oh, really, Strange? Yeah, they exist. They do exist. On the etheric, they sure do. Axolotl. Axolotl? Is that how you say it? Portable tree? Did Ken get a reading? Yeah, that's right. Ken was in here next. Ken, did you want a reading? Well, only if you want it, portable tree. I'm giving clairvoyant readings for your animals, your spirit animals. You guys are so funny. I don't think Ken got one. No, I don't remember. Oh, Annie. Annie wants to go. Ken is not answering. I'm sorry, you got to answer faster than that. If you don't answer fast, yes, you certainly can. Annie spoke up first, though. So we're going to do Annie next. So this is going to be Annie now. Hang on, let me get it clear. Let me get a little bit clear here. Hi, Linda. How you doing? Haven't seen you here before. Welcome. We're a real fun group here. Please relax and feel free to be yourself. Because remember, always be yourself. Everybody else is taken. Okay. Hundreds of strange pics and videos. I know, Strange. You keep threatening to share them. You keep telling us. You keep teasing us and taunting us with your thousands of pictures, and then we don't see them. Look how you are. See how you are? Anyway. Okay, yeah, Mary. Mary's going to get one. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. But see how I've almost done another 2 hours already. I will go a little overtime to try and get everybody in, though. Okay? But Annie needs one. She's next. Wasn't it, Annie? Okay. Annie. Okay, because you got to help me because I'm going to be particularly airheaded. Oh, it just turned the 13th, which means we are in the Mercury retrograde. But that's okay, because with me, this actually helps me. Mercury retrograde actually helps me. So this is cool. No problem here. But it's going to make the energy, that's why the energy is kind of wonky and funny tonight. That's okay. Mercury being the little trickster. That's why the trickster animals are coming up. Mercury retrograde. The trickster animals are all going to show up because Mercury is a trickster. Mercury, you're doing it again, aren't you? That's okay. I like to laugh. As long as you're doing it in a very benign and beneficial way, I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Yeah, I don't mind that. Go, Annie. Go, Annie. Go, Annie. Go, Annie. Okay, I just figured it out, guys, why it was being so strange tonight. Okay, Annie, 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 Annie. Annie up. Annie up. Something over here. It's an armadillo, of all things. Annie, armadillo is about boundaries. It's about setting boundaries. You know, they're cute little creatures. They really are. They're very cute and lovable. But they also have a very hard shell that they need to protect themselves, because really they don't have a lot to protect themselves with besides their shell. So it says, I'm the one that you need to call on when you need boundaries, when you need to be able to set boundaries, healthy ones. Because sometimes you let people invade your boundaries, and it's not good. So call on the armadillo. And he is a sweet little guy. He really is. He likes his belly tickled. And if he comes to you, don't forget to tickle his belly. He's so cute. This little armadillo is so cute. Adorable. But he says, I can roll up in a ball real tight, and you can't tear me up that way. You can't scratch me up. You can't. You know, it's basically about, it's about knowing when to protect yourself, when to roll up in a ball, when to separate yourself, roll up in a ball, and not allow people in past your defenses. And that's what he's going. But he's so cute and a soft, cuddly little creature underneath, and likes his belly rubbed and tickled. You do. Yes, you do. You're a sweetie. Okay, you have a sweet little armadillo. That's the first one. Over here. It looks like some kind of a cat, but I'm not sure what kind of a cat. It paces back and forth. It paces back and forth, back and forth, Why are you pacing? Is that part of the message? Are you pacing due to indecision, or are you pacing left and right, left and right? It is a cat, and it's presenting as a house cat, a silvery one, very silvery looking house cat shaped cat, but with very, very silvery fur. I mean, really literally like silver. Beautiful kitty cat, beautiful little kitty cat. It's presenting as a small one, and I think trying to not scare you, but it is a powerful one. And it is helping you back. This is really interesting. Wants you to balance your left and right hemispheres, and your male and your female need to be balanced. And your left and right hemispheres of your brain need to be balanced, and your body needs to be balanced. And it's showing me movements that you do to balance yourself. And there are also some videos that you can play that help you balance it, that are just tone, music and tones that I can put you onto if you get in touch with me later on in MeWe. But it wants you to balance the two, because it almost feels like you have a tendency to go too much one way or the other with things, and it kind of sets you off. So there's a movements, and what I'm seeing is like you take your right hand and swipe it across to the left side. You take your left hand and swipe it across to the right side. You know what? I know what this is. Tai Chi. It wants you to take up Tai Chi. It says it would be really beneficial for you. That's what this is. It says some kind of discipline like Tai Chi would really be beneficial for you. And this beautiful silver cat wants to help you with that. Ooh, cats are great with balance. Cats are wonderful for that. That's really cool. Really cool. Wow. And it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful kitty. And very graceful. Yes, it wants you to look into things like Tai Chi. I think that's going to be very good for you, and it's going to change things for you. It's gonna help your life. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay, let's see what's down here. If they're going to give me a third. They're going to give me a third. Down here in the south area, down here, which is usually like play. Yes, sometimes it can be love and romance, but I think once again, this is play. It also represents summertime, but it is a mouse. It is a cute little mouse, adorable little mouse, and it's feeling everything with its whiskers, and it's reading a book. I think there's something it wants you to read. And once again, this is the direction of your inner child, and fun and play and love and romance as well. That doesn't mean go out and read romance novels. That just means to study. It says to look up close, to look closer, to research, to investigate, to research. something you need to research, something you need to investigate down in that direction in the south, which is the direction of what I spoke of. And it's so cute because it just anthropomorphized itself. And now it's sitting in an easy chair reading a book. This is so cute. It's so funny. It's like maybe it literally wants you to read something, a book. Maybe there's a book that you need to read. I don't know. I suppose you could, yeah, there's a book it wants you to read. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. I get it. I want you to sit down in a chair and really read through a book once, for once, right? Okay. Oh my gosh. It's cute. Anyway, that's what it wants. You will know the book. You'll know the book. It'll kind of jump out at you. It's probably a book about Tai Chi. Yeah, probably is. So maybe you need to read up on it. Yeah, research it. Yeah, that would fit, wouldn't it? Okay. And that's Annie. Like I said, if you want to know any more, because there are more directions, but they're only giving me 3 at a time, probably, so that I don't go way too far over. But let's see. Who's next? Who's next? Somebody keeping track for me? Okay. I'm having to scroll back because I've been closing my eyes. Oh, hi, MCAT. How you doing? Thanks for coming. And he's adorable and smart little ninja. It is. It's like a smart little ninja mouse. But we knew this. I didn't know. But I guess Spirit knows. The little mouse knew all along. Who's next? Somebody tell me who's next, please, because I'm having trouble keeping track. That's why I need you guys to mod for me, because really, I get airheaded when I start doing readings. I get so airheaded. I can't keep track. I'm trying. Titan. Okay. Titan wants one next. Wasn't there somebody else? Portable. Portable wanted one, didn't Portable want one? Yeah, I think Portable wanted one. Mary. Oh, Marie. Yeah, Marie. Ah, yeah. Marie. I thought so. Okay, Marie. This is for Marie. Ooh, purple. Pink. And this pretty sort of peach color all swirling around. It's swirling, swirling, swirling. What are you showing me? Okay, this is going to maybe take a second or two to come in because it's giving me some kind of interesting visual effect here that I'm supposed to probably attach to something, some meaning, but I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. And it is a swan. Wow, a swan. Because I was thinking, is it a duck? Is it a goose? And it's a swan. Swan. Yeah, it would be, because the story about swan in the animal medicine cards is being able to ride the whirlwind. Yeah, swan can ride the whirlwind and allows the wind to take it in the direction it needs to go. And swan, of course, starts out as an ugly duckling and emerges a swan. And it's about change and transformation. And it's about allowing the transformations. It's the animal that helps you ride the whirlwinds and be also very graceful in the water. So it's about air and water, which is interesting because air is intellect, and water is emotion, and it's a balance between the two. So this is about air and water, emotion, and intellect, and a mixture of the two. It's beautiful white swan, and the whirlwind that comes with it is beautiful colors. Pink and purple and peach and sunset colors, you know, sunset or sunrise like you'd see. Those kind of colors are what I see. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Wow. It's beautiful, Marie. The swan. Beautiful big white wings. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing something red over here. I don't know what it is yet. I'm trying to tune it in. Let me relax a little bit more. Will the mods please watch chat and keep track of things? Help me keep track of things while I'm doing this because I really can't see right now. My eyes are closed and I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. So that's why I need you mods. Okay. Red thing, what are you? Are you a bird? What are you? Well, that's interesting. This is an interesting one. This is not in the animal medicine cards. However, it does have a meaning. That everybody would know. It's a ladybug. And ladybugs are luck. And ladybird, fly away, ladybird, fly away home. Isn't that the thing that goes with it? There's a little rhyme that goes with it. But yeah, they're for luck. They're about luck. And they're also, this is the red and black kind, not the Asian kind. And this one is, yeah, it is about luck. I think, and that's the direction of intellect, and that's the direction of air, and that's the direction sometimes of employment and money. You may have some luck with money or employment or something in that realm, or learning, because that's what direction this is. And the ladybug is there bringing you luck. So if you needed some luck for something, it's here. You've got it. Call on the ladybug. She'll help you. That's her message for now. She's not one of your main animals, but she is wanting to give you that message right now. That's your message right now. Okay. Hang on. Down at the bottom, let me see if they're going to give you number 3. What's number 3 for you? I see a pine tree again right off, which is weird because you're in Africa and I don't think they have anything like a pine tree in Africa. Which is peace and evergreen. Okay, but this is down in the direction of love, trust, inner child, playfulness. So peace. But that is a message of peace. And let's see, but what's the animal? Can you give me the animal? And I'm trying to have no judgment about this because, and it's funny because, you know, I've had people who have never been to Australia in this life, but they've had marsupials like kangaroos or something as their, and then I've had people from Australia have something like an African lion. And who knows why? Past life? I don't know. But it is symbolic too. So let me see what's going on. Like, you're going to have to be, it just won't stay still. It's, oh gosh, okay. It's a caribou. It says it's a caribou. One of those very graceful creatures. And it can't stay still. It's bounding, always leaping, always bounding, always running around. It very gracefully. And I think it's telling me things are going to move in leaps and bounds for you. And quickly. There may be something else too that caribou means. You might have to look it up in order to find out what it means more, because I don't know that much about caribous. But what I am seeing is it leaping around and going in very long, graceful leaps. It's a beautiful creature too, and once again, a very beautiful creature. And I can't tell you very much about caribou, unfortunately. Yes, there's change coming. Yes. Yes, things coming in leaps and bounds. Not slow, fast, fast. It says fast, fast. Leap high. Don't worry. You're moving ahead. You're moving on. Ah, yes. And quickly. Okay. Well, Marie, I think you know. You know what's going on here. Okay. I think we have concluded Marie now. Who's next now? Please, mods, help me. Who's next? Truth? Is Truth still here? Okay. Did Truth want a reading? Truth? Somebody let me know. Linda? Linda. Okay. Linda. Okay. So you guys say Linda. It's going to be Linda. Linda. Suddenly everything goes white. There's this white thing spinning around, 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 around like this. Concentric circles. What is that? A polar bear. A polar bear comes out of a blizzard. And it's kind of neat because polar bears are a unique bear. They're different than other bears. They don't hibernate. They don't mind the cold and they don't hibernate. Bears also are associated with introspection and meditation. And right away, he says he wants you to meditate, though. And winter is going to bring changes. And he wants to give you a bear hug. He's a nice bear. He's a great guy. I like him. He's a nice polar bear. Yeah. He's strong. He's strength. He has a lot to do with strength, Linda. When you need strength and you need warmth, he'll help you with that. So call on polar bear when you need those things. Okay. I'm seeing something pointed upward, like a pyramid. Well, this is different. I'm seeing a pyramid and a camel. A camel. A camel over here in the direction of air, where the intellect and business and creativity are. And a camel can go a long time on, it can really make its resources last. So there is an element here. It can go very long distances and can make its resources last a very long time. It's very sure-footed. And of course, it's a warm weather creature, just the opposite of the polar bear. So there seems to be a message here about making your resources last a long time and being able to endure, in endurance, and being able to go a long, long ways without being tired, without tiring out. And when you need help with that, call on camel. Call them the ships of the desert for a reason. It also implies there's an implication of transportation as well. Transportation may be tied in with this, getting from point A to point B. That's camel. And of course, you can look camel up and the traits and the behaviors of camel to maybe find out something more. And maybe something will go bing, 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 and you'll say, yep, that's it. That's what I needed to know. But that's what I know about camels. And down on the bottom, okay. Orange. The color orange. What are you? What are you? I'm trying to figure out what you are. I don't know if I've seen. Wow. Okay, this is very strange too. Really strange, but I have to call it like I see it. Down in the direction of play and romance and so on and so forth, I literally see a goldfish. Now it's interesting because goldfish were thought to be lucky because of representing gold. And that's one of the reasons why the golden orangey ones were kept. And they are kind of our version of a koi fish, which were also thought to be lucky and associated with money. And if you don't have a goldfish, you might want to get one, because I believe there's something fun and something having to do with money, a message having to do with money here. And also this is water, a water creature. It's a domestic creature, which means it's nothing wild. This is a creature that's been domesticated, which brings a little bit different message than a wild creature. But still, I get that the idea of money, the idea of flow. And yes, and also it is playful. Money, money, money. There's money. I think you got some money coming. Is Andy going? Okay. Glad to see you, Annie. Thank you for coming by. You certainly do have some reading to do. Yes, you do. Yep. Have had a lot of goldfish a lot of my life. Well, they love you. I think the goldfish appreciate it, that you took care of them all that time. And so maybe they're going to help you with money, Linda. Maybe they're going to bring you some flow. The flow isn't always about money. Sometimes gold. Other things can be as valuable as gold, too. You're welcome, sweetheart. Hope to see you another time. I think I will, though. You have pleasant dreams. Yes, goldfish. Well, that makes sense then. They're a type of carp, but they're a pretty type of carp and a friendly type of carp. And although they say that they have no memory to speak of, somehow the spirit goldfish remembers you. Yep. So long and thanks for all the food. No, it's like, thanks for all the food. Thanks for all the care. Thanks for all the love all through the years, I guess. It's just now you need to play. You get, yeah, it's just a happy message. Something that's going to be like gold, if it isn't real gold, if it isn't money, it's going to be something that's very valuable to you. It's going to show up. It's going to help you get that. It's going to help you bring that to you. Okay. Well, your goldfish are going to care for you back now a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's going to be something good. There's a good thing coming. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be actual money, cash, or if it's just going to be something worth gold, or if it's but the goldfish. And once again, whatever you know about goldfish and whatever symbolism you have with goldfish is going to be mixed in with that. So not knowing any further esoteric meaning of goldfish, except that the reason that they kept koi was for prosperity. And that's our version of koi. So I am gathering that it has something to do with prosperity. There you go. Okay. Thank you so much for coming and letting me read. Yeah, goldfish have memory. That's very weird. You know what? My mother had always kept goldfish, and they would actually swim between it. She'd stick her fingers in the tank and they'd swim between her fingers and rub on her fingers like they were being petted. She would actually pet her goldfish. That was my mom. Boy, she was a character. The only woman I ever knew who petted her goldfish. Okay. Now, truth. Okay, truth. Orange is your favorite color. That is the sacral chakra color too. Color of attraction. Okay. Well, I think I nailed that one. Nailed it again, huh? Well, they just come to me. This stuff just comes, and you just have to let it come to you. Okay, Linda, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Somebody tell me who's next. Let somebody else go before me. Who's going? Who wants to go? Beg for pets. Yeah. Isn't that weird? People think they don't know anything, but they do, don't they? Yeah. My mom did that all the time. Thank you. I don't know how it happens. It's just I let it come to me. That is how it works. Truth. Okay. Truth wants somebody else to go first. It's not ready yet. Just said not ready yet. We'll have to take some. Does anybody besides Truth? Portable. Okay. Portable. Portable tree. Whoa. All of a sudden, I'm kind of dizzy. What are you doing? What's going on? I'm dizzy. I'm like, okay. I'm something really tall. I'm something really tall. Why am I seeing from this viewpoint? You've got a giraffe right up there at the top. Interesting. A long neck. Likes trees. It's an herbivore creature. Very long legs, very long neck. Has a very high up viewpoint. Takes the broad view, the high view. Has also, I believe I read that it had the biggest heart of all the animals. That actually it has the biggest heart, even bigger than an elephant. It needs it because to pump all that blood all the way up the long legs and up the long neck, it's so tall and so long, it really needs a strong, good heart. Maybe that's it, strength of heart. And if you're going to have any problems, you're probably going to have them with your throat and your legs. Yep, got to take care of your throat and your legs. And your heart. And let me see. And it turns out to be a giraffe. I'm sorry, I got to call it like I tell it. Maybe badger will show up some other place. It could be giraffe. Heart. Okay. We're doing portable tree, I think. At least I thought I was. Wait a minute. Let's make sure. Clear. 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 Let me make really sure. No, I'm dizzy again. Way up there. You know what, though? There could be some kind of a group thing going on here, too, because more than one of you, this may actually hit more than one of you, because that happens sometimes, too. Well, actually, over here, you do have some kind of a ground rodent type creature. I have a feeling that may be your badger. Is that a badger? I've kind of forgotten what they look like, but Cookie, have you got a picture of a badger? I don't know why I can't remember what they look like. This is a ground animal, and it's furry, and yeah, I think, you know what? I think it is. Don't they change color? Because it changes color. Looks a bit like a raccoon. Ah. Ah. That might be it then. Okay, looks a bit like a raccoon. This thing changes color. It is a furry animal. It might well be a badger. I was about to say beaver, but that isn't right. It's got the wrong tail. That isn't correct. It's not a badger. It's not a groundhog. I mean, it's not a beaver. It's not a groundhog. Reminds me a little bit of a groundhog in a way, but not really. That probably is a badger. You know what? I'm hearing ermine. Ermine. That is another name, I believe, for a badger. Doggone it, that is your badger. Yep, it's over there in the east. In the place of money and learning. Badgers will latch on to something and not give up on it. Once they got the trail of something, they won't give up. That's the thing about badger. Tenaciousness. And they're very territorial. It has a racing stripe. Yep. That's what it is then. Yes, it is. It's also concerned with magic. It's also concerned with herbs, knowledge of herbs. Once again, badger teaches us knowledge of particularly root vegetables and root crops. It teaches us herbalism. Badger would probably want you to take up herbalism if you already haven't done it. And take down a grizzly bear and win. Yeah. Badgers are very stout-hearted creatures, and they don't back down easy. I know that. And people try to eradicate them, not really understanding them. But there's a reason why ermine is a very expensive fur and was worn by kings. So, and it does change color, which means it has the ability, and anything that has the ability to shift like that is magical. So it brings you lessons of magic, tenacity, inner strength. That's what badger does. When you need those things, call on badger. You already know. Badgers are nuts. Very intelligent, huh? Okay. I'm learning something too here. Yes, standing your ground. Yes, that would be one meaning of them too. Okay, I'm sure you know a lot about badgers. So whatever badger means to you, this is what it will mean. So I'm going on. What's down here? white, blue, white, blue, down in the south. I think they want me to tell you these three because these three are the most important to let you know right now. These three directions. The other directions can come later, but these three they want you to know, everybody to know first. Down here in the bottom. This looks to me, okay, what are you? Okay, I need some help here. What swims in the sea? And it has kind of a bluish look to it and white. It's some kind of fish. I'm not sure. I think it's some kind of fish. It's not a shark. What is this fish? Who knows? Does somebody know what this thing is? We may have to look this up to figure this out. It has a blue sheen on its back. It has a light belly. It's long. It's kind of, yeah, it's one of the bigger fish. Big, real big thing. Tuna is blue with a white belly? Maybe it's a tuna. I have no idea what that would mean or what tuna would mean. I have absolutely no idea, but it might well be a tuna. It's long, it's blue and white, and I keep getting blue and white, and it's swimming in very happily. It's, what on earth could tuna mean? I don't think it means have tuna casserole for dinner. What? Well, you know, you can tune a guitar, but you can't tune a fish unless you use scales. But tuna, of all things, I can't tell you much about tuna. I would have to look it up. I don't know. This one is alone. A marlin? Could be. I could draw it for you. It has kind of a longish tail. It has a sharp looking tail. And it has a great big top fin. Great big top fin. And a sharp double pointy tail and a kind of a pointy nose, kind of pointy. It's a long, thin type of fish. You think it's a marlin? But it has a sail. Well, that could be this long, that could be this really big fin it has on top, because it has this great big fin on top. No, I think it is a marlin. It sounds right. Has a sail on top. That's that great big fin. Okay, it's a marlin. We've found it, I guess. Okay, I think it's a marlin. I know almost nothing about marlins. Almost nothing. You're gonna have to look it up. to find out the meaning, what other meanings it has. I'll look it up too, probably. I'll probably get curious and look up what the heck does marlin mean? What does that mean? But the colors are blue and white. And blue and white being beautiful sky colors. Once again, you got this idea of the sky and the sea, and the sky and the sea. Is it a freshwater or a saltwater creature? So a marlin looks kind of like a swordfish. Yeah, no, that would work. It's a predator. Merlin. Oh, that could be. Because I believe Merlin was named after the marlin in one of the books. But there's also a bird called a marlin. So I don't know, but this is a fish. And it has a great big fin on the top, and it's kind of long and has kind of a sharpish nose. And yep, I think, and marlin sounds correct when I say it. Marlin, yeah. We've got a marlin here. We've got a marlin. Yeah. Okay. So we need to look up marlin, find out what that's about. So let's see, what else have we got here about marlin? Do you have anything to say? Marlin fish. Says, well, when you need to dive in, yeah, when you need to dive deep, and it has a kind of a sail. That's interesting. You almost have the idea, once again, air and water. Is there anything you would like me to tell her? Anything you would like me to say? Let's see. Now, this is very weird. The message I'm getting, it is a city. It is a skyscraper. It is not. It is not where you need to be. There's something involving a cityscape. There's something involving fires. There's something involving chaos. You need to make sure you never get involved. You don't get involved. Don't get involved with anything. You need to read up on him. He'll come to you in your meditations, and he has some more to tell you. But that's what I see. I don't know what that means exactly. But there's something you need to not get involved with. Maybe something political. Kind of gives me the feeling it's something political. Maybe, well, we have had scenarios like that. Maybe that has something to do with this. But I can't see any more than that right now. All right. They love to jump. Maybe he's trying to say don't jump into anything you can't jump out of. Oh, gossip. Yeah, well, whatever it is, if you get into it, it'll burn your building down. Don't burn your building down. Yeah. Avoid all political BS. Whether that be personal political or larger political. That's what I'd do. Under the sea. Yeah, me too. You're under the sea. They like to fight too, huh? Hi, Lucid Curious. How you doing? Gemini! Hugs, Gemini. Bomber was a T-Rex in a past life. Putting that up there. Chris thinks Bomber was a T-Rex in a past life. Why are her arms very short? Can't do push-ups? What? Why do you say that? Oh, online, Marlin symbolizes an old man. Maybe it's going to give you some sage advice. Thank you, Lucid Curious. Thank you. Yeah, it's a big guy. Big, big fish. Fish for them in Florida. Oh. Yeah, not good. You got to watch him. Okay, an old man. Interesting. Well, let me know when you find out, because this is interesting. I have not run across one in a reading before ever. This is I am finding news. There are some things coming up tonight that I have never seen in a reading. So you guys are a real interesting crew. I gotta say that. Real interesting. But I knew that already. I knew that. That's what I love about you guys. You're a very interesting crew. Portable, I don't know what else to tell you. See what it means when you look it up. Maybe there'll be something that'll kind of go bing. Because I have no idea what to tell you about this, except what I said. Okay, good, long time no see. Yeah, I don't remember seeing you around very much or at all right now. I can't place you, but it's nice to see you here. Fall in love with certain people and you get burnt. Yeah, that's true. Next, Aussie wants. Okay, Portable, you okay? Okay, did the best I could with that. Endurance and courage. Oh, that's a good thing, and actually a really good thing to have in the South then, because in the South that's where that would be a good place for endurance and courage. Yeah, that would work. Spirit animal. If only they were paying me. If I was getting paid, that would be nice. Okay, who am I doing? Who am I doing? Who am I doing? Who am I doing? Yeah, I got things, I got people to do. I forgot. I totally forgot. It went right out of my head. Aussie? Aussie? Oh, Lady Death. Hi. I missed you. Where have you been? You gotta start coming to my streams. I missed you so much. We all did. And I was just thinking about you the other day. Yeah, I was wondering what happened to you. Aussie. Aussie. Okay. Hang on. Well, I am now. I finally got it. It finally, everything came together, and I finally have that now ability. And it's through StreamYard, so I get 20 hours free, which turns out to be not enough. But I'm going to see what I can do about this, because we're going on our 3rd hour, and everybody's still here. Well, not everybody, but I mean, people are still here. Hey? I can't complain. Well, let's see. Aussie. Aussie. This is for Aussie. Clear, first of all. Clear. 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 Okay. It's getting quite a bit much on the screen there. Okay. Aussie. I'm having a hard time bringing it in. Hang on. I think I'm getting tired, guys. You know what? I hate to say this. I'm going to have to continue this. I think I have run out of steam for... This is a long time to be doing readings, dudes. I think I'm just about out of steam here. But I'm going to try and get this last one. Maybe one more after this. But I tell you, I think I'm going to cut this off at 3 hours. Because I think that's quite a bit. You know? There is a way to donate to me. I'm Ocean Diana at PayPal, but I'll make double sure of that. I think it's PayPal me, Ocean Diana, but I'll double check on it. But if you do want to donate, that would be great. And I'm going to put up I'm going to try a t-shirt shop or something to get some income so that I have something to really actually run the channel with. So Jim and I, you know what? We'll do this again. We'll do this again. And I'll get to you the next time. It's just, you need breaks when you're doing this. You need breaks. And so I will try and find a third night to do the streaming. And when I do, I'll pick it up. Okay? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm pooped. I can't read anymore. I got to take a break. And there's nothing coming in right now. Yeah, I'm done for the night. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I need now to replenish. I really am thankful that you all came in. I'm so happy to see you all. And I have learned so much too tonight from you. Good night, and you have a wonderful, wonderful evening and pleasant dreams. And may you dream about your animal spirits, and may you have wonderful experiences with them in your dreams. Okay, I'm going to call it a night. Remember, truth is where you find it. Hope you're finding some on my channel. And make waves. Have a very wonderful night. I love you. Bye-bye.